Whether you like it or not, economics is a huge part of our lives. It is how our government manages resources and distributes them.
Everything from the food you eat to the clothes you wear are dependent on your country's economy. This is why it is critical for anyone to understand basic economic concepts such as supply, demand, and scarcity. Imagine you live in a world where everyone hates apples. Since there are so many apples and so little people want them, the price naturally goes down. All of a sudden, Kanye reveals himself to be an avid apple lover. Now everyone is interested in apples, so apples become scarce. The dictionary defines scarcity as the state of being scarce or in short supply. Since everyone now wants apples, apples are in short supply, making them scarce. Now that the supply of apples is low, but the demand is high, the price goes up. But how does all of this affect society? In Canada, what we buy is greatly influenced by supply, demand, and scarcity. For an example, if the product is in high supply, the price is likely to be low, making someone more likely to buy it. Canadian jobs are also greatly affected by supply and demand. If a product isn't selling well, a company may be forced to lay off large amounts of people. But this isn't how every country's economy works. In 1776, Thomas Jefferson penned the Declaration of Independence, standing up to Britain's unjust taxing policies. After the war had been won, the United States of America was founded with the principles life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness. In the US, anyone can be happy with some hard work and dedication. Whether your business crashes and burns or climbs to the top of the stock market is completely in your hands. While that may sound appealing, it is also incredibly risky. If your business does crash and burn, the government will provide no help or support to you. While the American dream of get rich quick may seem appealing, just one slip up and you can unemploy hundreds. In the US's market economy, resources are privately owned, people get to decide how the resources are used, and there's very little government intervention in the economy. Such freedom is kinda attractive, but kinda scary, don't you think? In a lot of ways, Canada's government is the same as the US, but with a little more government involvement. Contrary to the US, Canada's founding principles are peace, order, and good government. Canadians believe in what is called the public good. Rather than the US's cutthroat survival of the fittest attitude, in Canada, the citizens will do what is best for everyone. While you can certainly get rich in Canada, it will be significantly harder as you are taxed to the bone. Canada does have a bit more government involvement than the US with crown corporations or government-owned businesses. If your business is dying in Canada, the Canadian government will try to get you back on your feet, at the expense of the taxpayers, of course. Canada's mixed economy. Some resources are private and some are government-owned. Individuals and government work together on deciding what to produce, and consumers and government influence what is produced. Canada ain't so bad, eh? Communism is a lot like capitalism, except it's the complete opposite. In a communist economy, the government or dictator has total control. They decide if you're a doctor or a lawyer. They decide if you eat turkey or steak for lunch. Wondering if you'll get government support for your business? Oh wait, you don't even have a business because all the businesses are owned by the government. In a communist country, rich doesn't have any meaning unless you're the dictator because everyone is paid the same. In the USSR's planned economy, all resources are publicly owned. The government makes decisions on how to use the resources, and individual consumers have little to no say in what is produced. As you can see, economics can vary drastically based on where you live. It is important as Canadian citizens that we are educated on this topic because in reality, economics is money, and money is life.